I know that that damn Libra was working with this. That Libra was working with this. One of the clones that is a connection. One of the clones of this daughter, Nene. Period. I keep on thinking because my daughter was living in these one apartments or whatever, and then she was throwing away everything. Like she was getting with her everything, whatever. She was about to move into a different apartment complex. And I really like these apartments, the newer ones that they built over here by my house. That's where she used to live. And then I was thinking, what if, because I was picking up on her energy with this Libra, we're gonna call him the gym boy. If we talking about the seven dwarves. Because one of these masculines that's connected to me got a couple clones. And so, or we're gonna call this person the embassy. Because the Muhammad dude that I used to go out with, that I supposedly had this child with, I think they swapped the child. I think that they cloned the child like 3 times or something off of whoever the fuck it was. Okay. There's something about there's a deeper connection or older connection with that person's father. That was not just a random dude that just came in to, kick it with me and maybe impregnate me. But the thing I remember about him is back then, what this was in 98. His dad owned the embassy suites in one of those embassy suite hotel, one of the embassy hotels in Chicago. And something kept telling me that somebody was hiding something about a hotel or something. There's buildings, there's shit around here, man. That somebody was hiding something. And I feel like at one point in time somebody wanted me to know about it, but then they moved on. They didn't want. But that's what I'm saying. These people think that, oh, well, you ain't gonna date me or we didn't get it together. They're the reason why we didn't get the communication together, because they're the ones outside that got the power to communicate or plug people in or plug them out or disconnect them. And I noticed that little slick shit y'all did, because I had a picture on my Instagram, the most high 2024, I think I named it on Instagram. And I noticed that somebody's like social media, like they want me to be stuck to social media. I got stakes in social media and other shit too. So that y'all hiding from me. So I was wanting this page back a long time ago, but somebody just threw it back. Once they put social media, like I got the song social media like 3 times in the past 3 days. And then I just looked on my page and I thought I was on my new, so I just made a new Instagram. I thought I was on that one, and I'm like, wait, this stuff look oh, what is this? And they put it back to Shay Seeking. They gave me back my old Instagram page. And I know why you did that shit, because something happened, somebody passed away, something happened. Because that picture on there that looked like somebody mama, where I look just like a day mama twin. So y'all try to get rid of that damn picture, because that's the only page that I had that picture on, is that Instagram page. Yeah, so somebody trying to play around. They trying to make somebody a servant. Let's see how this gonna work out. When you a motherfucking, or I'm a motherfucking pioneer. You know what I'm saying? Oldie, goodie, new, whatever this is. Alpha, omega, whatever it is. You gotta set the record straight. Don't be letting nobody kind of over talk. I don't give a fuck if it's imaginary talk. If God put it through, I'm supposed to say something about it. Now, I believe these people that adopted in the children, they might even have something that look like me, something in my image, but that's against the rules too. So don't try to say that I can't be what I said, and I'm still sticking with the biblical. And the biblical say you can't have no image, because somebody want to be with you, but not you. They want the one that they can control, or the stuffed animal version of you that can only say yes, sir, and act a certain kind of way. That don't even make no sense for a ruler to be that way. Well, I was saying, people be giving these jobs out like judge and all this and all these other jobs out, but I'll be thinking like, did you even check these people's stats? Especially when in this so-called spiritual, which is foreign. We supposed to be dealing with one court system here in America. Okay? And it's not really that easy. Well, I guess if you buy out the judges, but normally these people have some type of, once in a while somebody might be able to do that, but this, now you're trying to run the whole nation, both sides. That's what happened when you let something that grew in under the cement sometimes. Okay. You better off with a single rose that grew out the cement. That means that there somebody is destined for something. But a whole community that grew from underneath the ground, you better check yourself. Because you by the time you turn around, your system that you had in pristine energy or something like this is going to be corrupt. Because the reason why somebody created an underground version of something because they didn't want to follow the rules of what was already, you see, what was already at hand. Yes. About what? Something that was already at hand. Yeah. What about what?
He's talking about trying to ask me out.
Okay. If you, I'll talk to you when I get off of here.
No, but he's asking right now.
Okay, but just no because you already said no. Don't be feeling bad for people. And if you said you don't want to go out with this boy and you told him, look, I don't think that this is a good idea, tell him that again until he get it through his head and then through the head and through the head. Because I'm telling you right now, you let somebody try to manipulate you. I don't like that. I don't like that's not a good trait for a young man. You know, people be looking at certain things, but that's not a good trait for anybody. People trying to manipulate or strong arm or manipulate or stick around and put it on thicker. That's a sign right there. That's a sign of somebody that don't like to take no for an answer. When it comes to your personal space, we're not talking about no, and whether you want to sit next to the boy at school, in your classroom. That's your personal space. You have the right to say no. I was supposed to stop and give me some Tylenol. Oh, mm, 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 mm. So these people want to leave this little get along game that they feel destined to or that they trauma bonded to a long time ago to try to take me or you out of the game. Okay. And they think you supposed to respect it. I know what your foundation was built on. Killing me. You know what I'm saying? Keeping me from my destiny. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I just like right now. Now this boy calling all the time, want to talk to her on the phone. She done already told the boy, I don't want to date. I'm not taking that. And then now he's saying, well, I was thinking about I'm about to start trying to ask you out. I already said that I don't want to be. You get what I'm saying? And this is what causes problems too. People, these people, these watchers and stuff, they be watching this shit be going on with these children and not saying nothing. And this is how we find them little girls, at the back of the school ground in the dumpster or some shit like this. You get what I'm saying? Because these people feel like they running something, or if you could just spot a Agent Smith and call it out, they like, okay, well, you're just getting this or you're getting the trash. You are not my fucking God. You better calm your ass down. You better calm down. These is people that want to change your whole thoughts on your own soul, your own self. And when somebody catch on to you and shut you motherfuckers down, you gonna find that you gonna be the one that's gonna have to find your whole motherfucking life and pick it up and do something. If we talking about Barbie, that mean Ken already been over here running shit and trying to turn everybody against Barbie secretly for the past 13 or 18 years or more than that. So you already had your fun. It's a no. Somebody gonna have to find themselves now. These was people that was all in your business, all telepathically bullying you. You don't know who you are. Find yourself. Worry about yourself. And now they about to get the bust a move on them that you don't know who you is. Actually, you sitting there, some of these people that was taunting you, they sitting up under your mama and your daddy household. And you ain't even there. I'm trying to tell you. These people thought they were so slick. You better go. You were sitting here hooking this stuff up to people's house, watching them, taunting them, finding out what's in their Akashic records, getting in government and paying for government files and sacred files and Native American files and underground files and all this stuff. And all the time you should have been turned around, look at your own damn self. So when Jesus was coming to turn, he wasn't saying, hate your mama, she a bitch. No, it was saying when you find out. Now I'm already going through the process while y'all taunting me like they was taunting Elijah about losing his hair or his heir or whatever this is. They taunted somebody else in the Bible. Could have been the same person. They just changed the name. You know what I'm saying? And these are the same people that was all worried about you and trying to get you to cut off everybody in your life so you could be alone because they thought that was going to make you weak. All right? And now these motherfuckers gotta go collect their whole life and put it back together. Cause some bitch you been sitting up it with listening to instead of me. And I might even be your fucking blood. I might be your mama. I might be your sister. And I might have been your lover. I might have been your supposed to be bride. And you sit there and listen to this bitch that ain't shit to none of us. Or the lineage just crossed paths 1,000 years ago and never again. So you should have left that motherfucker back there. Okay. And you think you about to come over here to people that's innocent, that's connected to source for real? They ain't worried about what the fuck y'all doing unless you trying to do it to me? Okay. You get what I'm saying? All right. This is crazy. Somebody about to have to sit down. They had to go, they're gonna have to regroup. We got artists here. And the more these people keep pushing, I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, look, detective. Great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. And somebody could be an artist. Or you were supposed to be an artist. And now they trying to, and you had to be a detective. You were supposed to be creating right now. Or something like this. And you didn't have to be a detective and a guide and all this other shit for yourself and other people. Why you being attacked? I told you, you're not finding nobody else. Okay? Yeah, and a teacher. Yeah, and a mystic. You know what I'm saying? You had to be all these things for all these people, and they still playing in your face. Whew, trying to attack you or something like this, or move you out the way so you can't use whatever to get your rolled on. So again, somebody about to get a distinct message here, and somebody about to be in poverty. Okay? Somebody about to get a distinct, this could be somebody that deserves exactly what they're about to get. Because they had a chance. Somebody tried to get them to be sweet to you and look at it from a place where you're not going to, this could be somebody money hungry and shit like that. And somebody tried to look at you guys being a pair as a blessing or something. They didn't want to do that or something like this. And now somebody about to be out in poverty. They're not being seen in high honor no more. This could be a male or a female. All right. Yeah. Remember, they didn't want the relationship. Okay. They wanted to dump you 4 years ago, go play some games or something when y'all was in some kind of love or you was caring for each other. And now this person is in poverty, or they about to be. Could be an artist. And then we got detective here. This person, the artist could be over here. Yeah, somebody is lustful here. The artist expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. This is somebody's whole energy right here, y'all. And somebody knows the truth about something here, and they feel like you could trust them. They want you to trust them so you can achieve whatever this is. Have faith so we could achieve this. Have trust. But I feel like whoever this is, they're not in alignment, though. Somebody could be held. It could be coming out of bondage here. We got a star seed. Somebody was not a star seed. They was not in alignment. But at one point in time, I don't know, with this 21 energy, this could be some type of family unit here. Where there's a male and a female, a boy and a girl. But maybe these people went, because we seen somebody took a baby up into the upper chambers. But maybe they left the girl behind. You know, because you never know what your parents got approached to throughout your life. Throughout your life. And they had to make a certain kind of decision or something like this. All right. So somebody could be ascending here. And there's animosity about this. Okay. There could be a nice guy that's with a girl. They could have been with you. This was a nice guy between you and this female that's pissed off about something. Somebody's irritated about a situation here. Soulmates. Yeah. This could be somebody was expressing this and didn't know it. There could be somebody didn't understand something. This is like somebody finding out like, oh, this supposed to be my dad, but why do I got feelings for this person? But it ain't somebody's real dad or something like this. Okay. Or something like this. I don't know. And because that's who God matched you with. These people got probably similar DNA. Or like I said, these are these people that be put on the planet. This could be something 75 years ago, because what is that? 75 years ago since that little deal that they had with Saudi Arabia. And now these people thought they was going to pack up and leave and say, yeah, I had to leave you to love me. I'm going back to Saudi Arabia, or I'm going back here or there. but they taking your shit or taking my stuff with, they think they taking my stuff with them after some 75-year treaty or something that they had. Now you and this person could have been away from each other and only being able to deal with each other in another dimension. You wasn't physically able to be with each other in that time. And have faith, because something can be trusted. Some kind of detective work that somebody's doing is going to work out here. It says representing the nature of divine in life and in yourself. And I don't know who this is. I done seen several people try to make a reference of this owl and them. 2 or 3 people in the past 3 days. Okay. So this means that they already went through my records and they seen that I was going to do this video. And then they tried to make some narrative, but the narrative is false. Okay. Somebody could try to put symbolism, okay, to try to achieve something like, oh, because they're looking through the main person's eye. So somebody is trying to do symbolism or have their video played in front of me so that they can speak. They think I don't know that that's what they're doing. Okay. They think that I don't know that if your video keep trying to get me to play it, you want me to listen to that video and program it in my head. And also the people that's listening to me, listening to what I'm listening to, is listening to it and is making you relevant as if you are more a seer than me. But you had to hijack my plane or my black box in order to find that out. And I pulled the shit out of nowhere because I'm not even connected to these people, or I've been estranged from these people all this time. So the real seer is the motherfucker that's pulling this shit up out their soul. And what these people don't want to admit to themselves is some of these people don't have a soul no more. So these are soul suckers, people that attach themselves to people with soul or soulmate connections, and they siphon from there. And then they try to outshine you, get more numbers and view. These views ain't shit. Take your views and shove them at your place where it goes. You understand? Ain't no real person that's a real. Only reason why I'm talking to y'all right now is because I'm fighting for something. All right? Do you understand what I'm saying? On this note, ain't no royal trying to be seen all the time and be heard all the time. This has to be done like this for a reason. Okay? You're not coming to my door swinging on me and ain't automatically about to get swung on. Okay? You know, if you catch me off guard and I'm still able to swing, you better run. You better hope. Because it's the audacity of you coming up to my crib. Even if you was an old friend of mine and now you don't like me, you come up to my crib and I'm like, hey, girl, and you start swinging on me. You better hope that the first punch didn't knock me the fuck out, because I'm probably going to kill you on my doorstep. You understand? So we got some kind of abandonment here. Somebody's trying to push you through an obstacle. You're not even set up to receive this type of information. Because I keep hearing somebody say, listen to your heart or stuff like that, or like listen to what your soul. They trying to make it seem like you a soulless being, so they're blocking your chakras. All right, and then some of you just never got the chip. These people been on a chip, stealing your stuff all this time. You ain't on a chip. Not because you wasn't supposed to be on it. It's because they wanted to steal from you and you not be able to detect it or prove it or whatever. So you can't be the person that these people are talking to. They know that you're going to miss the mark. They know that you're not going to get messages. They know that you're going to be able to, because you got a natural ability to have alchemy or gifts. They know that you're going to be able to pick up on some of this stuff, or that you're a spring or a fountain. They know you're going to pick up on little tidbits of it, but you're never going to get the full story. So it's always more strenuous for those of us that's not in the game, but we can see the game, than those that's in the game and they can see the game and they playing the game and they playing it on you. They have different avenues that they're playing in it. Those are not seers. Those are programmers. Those are handlers. Those are people that are plotters. They're plotting on someone. That's what you are. And some of them, they can make them seem very, 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 very like they tapped in. Everybody like, oh my goodness, this is wonderful. I don't know why this message resonates, because again, you might be hooked up to a secondary server where people can only observe what you're thinking or manipulate your thoughts. Or do you know how many people, just because if you think about it with psychology, tarot is a form of that. Do you know how many people thinking that somebody after them is sleeping with their man? because of tarot. Somebody just made 99 problems theirs and one ain't. Because the one you thought you was playing with or something like this ain't even on. You get what I'm saying? If somebody is hooked up to one person's server and the energy is so juicy as the thoughts and the memories start coming back to this person, if this is a memory detective or something like that, they're making bank off of one person's stuff, making everybody think that this could be them and manipulating them, that this is going on with them and they should listen to them. It's a scam, y'all. Come on, man. It's a fucking scam, man. Look about what you're doing, man. You think that because I listen to something all day, or if I'm doing something like this that is embedded in me, or I'm being entertained. Entertainment is something that enters into your body or your space or your mind space, and it obtains the space and then controls it. So that's me being a child or something, a 16-year-old, and I want to run. I hear some of the stuff that some of these younger rappers are saying in their music that sound very not. Some of it sounds, kind of disrespectful or something like this. You know, then I go out there and I'm trying to implement that same thing. I want to dress like that. I want to talk like that. I want to say those things. I want to feel that way. We grown around here. Okay. Ain't nobody out there doing, even kids ain't even out there doing everything that they hear in that music. Then why the fuck is they bombarding it and making the children listen to it over and over again? A lot of this don't resonate, or they doing it until they do resonate with you. Because really, literally, unless your daddy is a mind controller, naturally it's hard to get men to spend money on women. So these women have put themselves in a level of their own. Like, I can make a man spend money. It's in my blood. No, it's not. Your daddy is a mind controller, and you stealing men and killing them and hitting them over the head, and then reprogram them with the software. That maybe that's what they think that my dad or God did for me, to have a man to pay the bills and I didn't have to do nothing, and they just thought I was a lazy bitch that was just getting taken care of, and whatever. Some of these people be like, your man deserve better. I pay my own bills, but really you wanted him to get the more money that belonged to me, bring it in with y'all, and he was gonna spend my more money on you. And you was gonna sit there and do the same thing as me and pay the be the bare minimum, because if you got all that money and this nigga got all that money, what, and he want your fine ass to sit at home all day, your ass was gonna do it. You see what I'm saying? You was gonna do it. And you was gonna either get a job and make more money come in too, or you was gonna figure out the way to make whatever this is that this nigga, he giving you $5,000 a week, $2,000 a week to take care of everything you want. You ain't got to ask him for shit. You was gonna sit there with that, and you was probably gonna even be able to build a successful business. Was for you to put that shit in the bank and let it roll over and be kind of like restrictive with your money, and then you got your own little business right there being with this nigga. What you need to go out there and get a job for? And some people think, well, that's because we trying to make it to the top. More money ain't always more better. You get what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is thinking weird, man. Which make their moves weird. Which makes them build weird shit. And then for weird people. The shit is crazy. So somebody thought they about to end something for you, but something could be just now beginning here. All right, the change is here. All right. Like I said, this could be somebody that was letting their sister run your portion of a company, or something that was like their sister or mother or something like this, or whatever, brother, whatever this is, whatever you got going on. Okay. If these people was estranged from you all this time since you first met them, they could have let this man get anointed by me, and then they just whisked this nigga away and started a whole nother community off of whatever our DNA connection would have created. They just went over there and they just built a whole nother economy off of y'all energy that y'all created right there. And what kept it going on is that you always been with a person that looked like this person. So the kind of connection was still kind of strong or whatever, until you might have started waking up and say, wait a minute. Well, if the soul or the whole part of the nigga ain't here, that mean that I'm sharing it, or, this reason why nothing is growing here, but somebody's growing something somewhere. So these is the people that like to shit where they eat, or they like to take the more vandal people into the higher rankings and leave the honest person that's going to be able to get you to build real generational wealth behind, because you thought that they wasn't nothing or they couldn't create nothing, but they never had the opportunity. Okay. Or you found out everybody was stealing for this from this person, and then you decided to jump on the bandwagon too. All right, we got somebody walking down the street. Okay. Girl, don't come over here. There's somebody like, just chill out, calm down. They want to bring you in the war zone. You know what I'm saying? Then you get in the war zone, they're like, oh damn, hold on. I didn't know these missiles was like this. Hold on, chill. I didn't know this was a nuclear weapon, motherfucker. I didn't know this was a Tesla torpedo, bitch. Hold on. No holds bar. I didn't know this was WWF, WWE. Some people is funny, y'all. Some people is funny, okay? So we got the detective, and somebody want to get some kind of achievement here. They could be working with a flying monkey to do this. So you got to have faith, all right? But the sun gonna still shine, all right? And somebody is not going to be in emotional pain no more about a relationship that could have ended a while ago. And you could be unsure as to what happened to the relationship. Who took it? Who purchased? Motherfuckers is purchasing y'all marriages. They're purchasing your men and women and your children. They're purchasing your men. They're purchasing your family and then persecuting you. And this is going to be removed, motherfucker. This is not your land. This ain't your country. I don't have to listen to nothing you talk about. You don't have to get the fuck up out of here. Okay? Travel. Travel more. Yeah, because the light-skinned person 12 years ago, at 12 years old, 2012, that got this money, if this is this Kimmy clone, that was not who was supposed to get the money. I was supposed to get the money because I'm the actual person of that something. Y'all created something else in my likeness. Okay? So the boss could be back in the upright, but somebody ain't seeing somebody in high honor, and there's an entity attachment that's off of somebody because they went to a healer. Could be me or you. Now, I haven't been having sex or anything in a minute. And for some reason, I don't know, I just feel weird. You know how you could kind of feel like sensation, like something been rubbing up against you or something? You know, or like with women, grown ass women, you know, down there, we get like a different kind of smell. Like around your menstrual, we talked about this before. When something gets, when you get aroused, there's a different kind of, um, what can I say? Like when not, lions and stuff are spaying or whatever their area, they're marking their territory. It's like you know, when it start getting, you know, when you start getting turned on, when you making out or something, and it's like creamy and it's like, or it's clear or moist, you know, and then you could smell, like it's not a smelly smell, you know, it's kind of like just a smell. It's supposed to be the kind that if you go outside and aromanate and the wind is blowing, that a pharaoh man, okay, a natural man, a pharaoh man that like nothing but coochie, will probably be trying to walk around trying to figure out where that smell, as long as it's not something too foul. You know what I'm saying? That kind of smell. How you go to a person's house or something, y'all hanging out, you smelling like, you still smelling like what you call it? Caress or Dove, you know what I'm saying? You try to smell yourself before you go in to make sure everything's straight. It still smell like a bar of soap out the pack. And then y'all start making now, and he started touching down there or something, and now your real aroma, it's like a wild, I don't know, will start coming out. And then you'll notice he starts getting more turned on, and then he might get hard. And then, okay, this is like daytime TV, but you'll know I'm somebody, okay, because sex is normal, guys. Okay, it's in the Bible too. Now, I'm somebody that, you know, it be the things like that about the situation that drive me crazy. You know, when I was young and we first started exploring, okay, I used to like to just have, when that smell come on, I would like to just, you know, pass it through or rub it by his face. I like to see that when I did that, his phallic would stand up. So I would be testing stuff like that, this out. I used to test stuff like this out, okay? I used to be kind of like a tease or drag it out or drag it, be more sensual and drag it out when I was younger and very playful. I'm still like that. But when somebody's giving off like a rough, hard something, it's hard to be like that. You know what I'm saying? When you could tell that somebody's on distant mode. Because some of these women and these people or whatever, these weird ass people in the background that be playing with these Westworld figures and these other figures, they be doing this shit on purpose. They will block somebody's heart chakra so that they don't show you love to get rid of you. When that wasn't working, that's why they had to come in your house and start rifling things around or something like this. But I used to do stuff like that. I thought it was the coolest thing. So I know that a real man, like a real girl with a real, it smell like coochie. That's what they got sprays and stuff that smell like it and everything. There's nothing wrong with it, ladies. Okay. I don't know what these people think you're supposed to smell like a Barbie doll between your legs. That's not supposed to be that way. I'm sorry. It's not. So I don't know where the real men at or fuck a fake friend where your real friends at. You know what I'm saying? Fuck these fake men. Where the real men at, bitch? Over there in Africa? Regrouping? Building something over there? Where they at? Okay? You better quit playing with me. Now, we ain't talking about nothing that's foul. We talking about that real. I like it. I like the way it smells. I like the way my underarms smell when I forgot to put deodorant on. Okay? And it's right there at the beginning when you like, ooh, I think I forgot to put deodorant. I like that smell. And you could kind of go get deodorant and put it on and it'll cover up that little, you caught it before it got out. Now, I ain't talking about musty. I'm talking about the natural something of your skin. That thing that drive people, that thing that if you, like I said, this is a natural pheromone smell or something that if you walking around in the store or something, men might show a little bit more attention to you because even if people went to the gym or something and ran in the store, a man might be really still on this lady. They don't know why, but it's the endorphin, the shit that was building up when this person was working out, the wild something that is making these people like that. So these people, I don't know what's wrong with these people. Okay. So yeah, these people crazy or something like this. So again, if you just have faith and trust this person, you might can't trust this person that want to be trusted. They think they know about something, but they don't know about dealing with it when it come to you. And again, this person is, it just seems like this person is don't want you to get this unexpected income here. For real. Now I'm getting like something about the second one is something better or the second one something, but we got 9 here, like I said, which is my birthday. Now this look like my sister-in-law, Val. But we got SHAE right here. Okay. This is my first name, start with SHA, and then my middle name start with an E. So somebody want us to know that this job or this position is for this person. All right. And I heard tis, I heard tish, tis, like tis, tis, tis. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody was trying to do something here. Somebody was trying to prepare for something, and it was their downfall here. All right. So we got this person did not cause no destruction. Okay. This person, I keep getting that song, Sweet Child of Mine. So somebody's parent is being, I don't know, persecuted or something like this. Okay. And it's still saying you could keep the faith. All right. But you this trusted person that wants you to trust them, they chakras ain't lined up. Yours already is. You already doing the detective work. So you didn't need this person with this badge talking about you can trust me. I'm trusted. They chakras and behind their back, they chakras is not lined up. Yours is already. You got faith. You got your chakras. You're not the one that caused this destruction amongst these people. Somebody could be passing over finally and being able to say this, like they're lashing out or they're saying this backwards. Like, you see, some of the reason why they keeping some of us like me on this side to be beaten on is because these people want this shit to get out. Okay? They do. But once they cross over to that side, and we're not going to say what that side is, they can't say what they want to say like we saying what we want to say over here. So some people are not punishing you. They're making you stay outside so you could get all the stuff out. And they acting like, oh man, that person crazy. They're about to lose their job. And some of these people are hoping that you do get restricted or shot down or something like this or killed overnight so that they can go ahead and finish with the glory. And some people, it's like somebody taunting you. Like, don't listen to them people. They just trying to get you to say that shit so you can get kicked off the team. Because we know that with this coach, he don't play game. He don't like people asking him questions. He'll kick your ass off the team. But for some reason, it's not for a revelation. I mean, it's not for a revolution. It's for order or something that's right and fair to be fair.
Mom, I
So,
need to talk right now.
okay, hold on a second. So these legal things, give me 5 minutes. These legal things that's illegal or something like this, somebody could have just did right by you because you are a part of these people. And then, but now what they created is a whole bunch of network of other women. Either they paying them to do this or something to sue them so that all these other women could get something, or they can make it your problem. They're trying to take your problem and disperse it amongst many. So it'd be like, you ain't the only one that this is happening to, but you are. I am the only one that this happened to. Now, somebody could be seeing they about to have to pay me something or give something to me. So they're allowing other girls to come forward with proof or something and say, this was done to me too. And by the time it get to me, there's no money left. But this is a lie. This is somebody that keep doing this. Oh, she about to get it. You go in there. You go in there. You go in there. Say it happened to y'all. Then I'll be broken. I won't be able to give nobody nothing. And then we just going to regroup in another state. And then we just going to put the money back in the pot. And then we got out of trouble. Not this time. All right. We got bully in reverse. Somebody is scared. They don't want no legal action. I'm telling you, hold on, give me 5 minutes. Yeah, they don't want no legal action here. They don't want this, but the courthouse is in the upright because somebody is a mature woman. And somebody was trying to block the awakening of a person that's ready for it. That's supposed to be in a twin flame uni thing. Hold on, Nugget. And these people are just jealous. And that's why they was blocking this and making a false narrative about somebody. Said you was mentally unstable when you just a joyful person to be around organically or naturally. Okay. So hold on 1 second, because this child is upset. Hold on.